Good morning, children, and welcome to the EVS2 class. So, children, how are you all? Okay, you all are very fine, isn't it? So, children, shall we proceed with the class? Okay, children, what is the lesson that we were doing? We were doing lesson number 7, that is Plateaus and Highlands of India, and we have already started with the lesson. We have seen that in this lesson, we have studied about the extent of the plateau region of India, from where does it extends, and then we have studied that this region is divided in two parts. And what are the two parts? They are the Central Highlands, the Peninsula Plateau, okay, is divided in two parts, and it is the Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. So today what will we study? We will study, children, yes, this is the lesson that we are doing, okay. And what will we study today? Today we'll study the features of the Deccan Plateau, and number 2, the climate of the Peninsula Plateau. These are the two important things that we are going to study: the features of the Deccan Plateau and the climate of the Peninsula Plateau, okay. So children, please all of you take out a textbook, okay, and follow with me. Take out the pages which I will be explaining, and you follow my explanation. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, so first what we'll study? We'll study the features of the... Now children, you all know Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. This all makes the what? This is the peninsular region of India. This is the peninsula. This is the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. So today we are going to study about the features of this Deccan Plateau, okay. In our last class we have studied about features of the Central Highlands, okay, and today we'll study about the features of the Deccan Plateau and the climate of the Peninsula Plateau, the whole of this region, okay, the whole of the Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau, they make the Peninsula Plateau, and about the whole of this region we are going to study, okay. So now children, we'll move. What is there in Deccan Plateau? It's given the first feature: it stretches from the Satpura range to almost the southern tip of India, okay. And where is this Satpura range? Let's see. Here you can see, children, the Satpura range, okay. Here is the Satpura range, and the Deccan Plateau extends from the Satpura range to the tip of India, okay. And this is the Deccan Plateau. It stretches from the Satpura range, okay, Satpura mountains, and from the Satpura mountains to the where? To the tip of India. And this is the Satpura range. You can all see this is the Satpura mountains, and the Deccan Plateau, it extends from the Satpura range to the tip of India. Okay children, then what is the second feature? The second feature is given: black soil is found in this region. In this region also black soil is found. We already have gotten that in Central Highlands also. In Central Highlands, where black soil is found, it's in the Malwa Plateau. Similarly, in the Deccan Plateau also black soil is found. And why black soil is found? Because many millions years ago, this region had many volcanoes, and because of the volcanic eruptions, because the lava got mixed with the soil, and that's why the soil has turned into black color. Now, and what are the rivers that flows? The rivers that flows are Godavari, Kaveri and Narmada. These are the main rivers which flow in this plateau, okay. And Narmada is the river which divides the Peninsula Plateau into the Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau, but Narmada flows in the Deccan Plateau. So Narmada, Godavari and Kaveri. Now we come to fourth feature. What is given? Most of the plateau slopes to the east. Slopes means it's slanting, okay. The plateau is not like this, it's like this. So what happens? So two rivers, Godavari and Kaveri, they flow towards the Bay of Bengal, and a part, and also some part, okay, not the whole part, some part of the plateau, it slopes towards the west. So the Narmada meets the Arabian Sea. The uneven land results in many waterfalls because it's not a plain area, okay. There are many mountains and hills are also there along with the plateau. So what happened? The land is uneven. It's not it is uneven. Okay, it's not plain, it is uneven. So what happened? There are many waterfalls are there. So let's see, children. So here you can see the Satpura range, okay, and the Satpura range from the Deccan Plateau extends from the Satpura mountains to the southern tip of India. Then we have here the rivers. You can see here, children, the rivers, and here you can see the Kaveri, the Godavari. They are all flowing towards the Bay of Bengal. Okay, this is the Bay of Bengal, and you can see they are all flowing towards the Bay of Bengal because towards the eastern, this is the east part. Okay, this is the eastern part. This is the eastern part and this is the western part. This is, and so Godavari and Kaveri, we have already studied in the fourth feature that the plateau, it's sloping towards the eastern part, towards the, a little bit it slopes towards the eastern part, and so what happens? Godavari and Kaveri, they flow towards the Bay of Bengal, and towards the western part, okay, towards the western part also the plateau slopes, and because of that Narmada, or not only Narmada, children, Tapti river also, it flows in the Arabian Sea. Okay, and the Deccan Plateau, from where does it extend? What are the states which are there? It contains the states which are under the Deccan Plateau are Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Karnataka, Telangana, eastern part of Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So here we can see the states of India. Yes, we have, children, here Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, then the eastern part of Kerala, that is this part, okay. Then we have Orissa. All this is under the Deccan Plateau, okay. Now next, children, we come to the climate of the Peninsula Plateau. What is the climate of the Peninsula Plateau? As the Peninsula Plateau is spread over a large part of India, the climate varies from region to region. In the north, the climate is semi-dry. However, as one moves down, the climate usually becomes warm or hot. So what happens in the Peninsula Plateau? Since the Peninsula Plateau is spread over a large part of India, the climate varies from region to region. Now you have seen, okay, the Peninsula Plateau, where it extends, this is the whole of the Peninsula Plateau, okay. This is the, and so see how big the area is. And so because of that, the climate varies from region to region. And what is the climate in the north? The climate is semi-dry. However, as one moves down, the climate usually becomes warm or hot. So towards the north, it is semi-dry, not totally dry, it is semi-dry. And as one moves down towards the south, towards the south, the climate is very warm or hot. And it experiences rainfall during the wet season from around June to October. And also, the peninsular tip of the plateau region has warm and humid weather throughout the year. So here you can see the Peninsula Plateau. So here, children, towards the north, the climate is semi-dry, but as one moves towards the down, okay, towards the southern part, it's warm and dry, warm and humid, and also there is very much rainfall is there, okay, and the rainfall happens between June to October. Okay, now what are the new words, children? The new words are slopes, varies, semi-dry, and experiences. These new words you write in your EVS2 copy with the spelling and with the meaning. In the next live class, I'll ask the meaning and spelling. Okay, now we come to the most important part, okay, the thinking part. And what is that question here? Children, here it's given question number 1. So okay, before going to a question, what did we study, children? we studied about the features of the Deccan Plateau and the climate of the Peninsula Plateau. And now based on these two topics, the question will be given. So what is the first thinking question? It's given the dash, dash and dash river flows through the Deccan Plateau. Okay, now you'll have to find which are the three rivers which flows through the Deccan Plateau. Here options are given. You'll have to find on your own. This is your homework. Then we come to question number 2. In the north of the Peninsula Plateau, the climate is dry. And as you can see, the dry word is underlined. And as one moves down from north, the climate usually becomes warm or hot. It experiences rain during the dry season from around July to November. So from July to November, it is rainy season. Okay, now you have seen the underlined words. Okay, very good. Now here is the question. The above lines describe the climate of the Peninsula Plateau. Isn't it the above lines? Now, however, the underlined words are incorrect. Okay, children, the underlined words are incorrect. Now you'll have to write the correct words. What are the correct words you'll have to write? So this is your homework for question number 2. I'll upload it also in the Google Classroom, and you will write it down in your EVS2 copy. In the next class, our last class, that is last week's questions along with the new words, then this week's thinking questions along with the new words, I'll ask in the next week's live class. Okay, we'll discuss also new words. I'll be asking, we'll discuss the questions and new words also. I'll be asking the meaning and, yes children, the spelling also. So be prepared. So children, these two questions I'll upload in the Google Classroom. You do it for your homework. Study the new words along with the meaning and also the spelling. Okay children. So children, we shall stop till here. Have a good day and bye bye.